The Apprentice. Like, if you actually know your history, Donald Trump, we're talking about Trump steaks, Trump casinos, failed. I mean, the guy, y'all don't know the seedy shit. Y'all should watch the movie The Apprentice, okay, with the guy who plays the metal arm dude from Marvel. It's a pretty solid movie, but it goes to show you what an asshole this Trump guy was. I mean, yeah, it's crazy. He's a con artist. Trump is a con. He makes a book, doesn't even write it himself, by the way. The art, the deal, and like these white trash Republican hillbillies who have never even sniffed $1,000 think that this billionaire cares about them. You're so deluded. Anyway, Cameron Walker said Ziegler's gone, fired. No, that's not true. Her acting career is no, it's not basically dead. No, it's not. That's white male cope. White male cope alert. White male cope alert. Like, actually, no, it's not actually dead. No, it's not. There's a cartoon version of Snow White. It came out in 1937. What the fuck? It's like 100 years old. It's 100. It's 12 years shy of 100. How am I supposed to know that? A 100-year-old fucking cartoon? You expect me to know that? You're such a dork, dude. How do you know of a Snow White movie from 1937? And Disney are pulling Snow White from theaters, streaming and shelving it and doing it over again properly? Oh, shut the fuck up. That's a white male cope. White male cope! White male cope! Some Zonecast said, Copper, in all seriousness, as a Hillary supporter, at least play one of her best speeches. Jeez. Well, hold on now. Let's see. What is this?
So Hillary Clinton yesterday.
Hold on now. Hold on now. Wait, what is this? Hold on. What is this? One of her best speeches. Is this Ben Shapiro? Ugh. Gross.
She was asked about an investigation into her. And why is she still here?
On the way to winning until the combination
of
Jim Comey's letter on October 28th.
This is Women for Women. Oh, feminism. Hold on. Shut up. I'm trying to talk. I want to watch Hillary. I don't want to listen to Garage Lad.
Lock Hillary up, the cunt. Lock up Hillary, the cunt. Lock up Hillary, the cunt. Lock Hillary up, the cunt. Lock up Hillary, the cunt. Lock up Hillary, the cunt. Lock Hillary up, the cunt. Lock up.
I don't want to be on screen when that bot's talking. I don't want my face to be on the screen, so I'm using the clown. Shut up, Garage Lad! Do not talk about Hillary like that, and don't call her Hillary, you dumb fucking bitch! Hillary is an amazing woman, okay? Who has done so much. She was the Secretary of State, okay? Do not be disrespectful to Hillary. Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Were inclined to vote for me, but got scared off.
Why do I? Oh my day, bro! Enough with the fucking Rickrolls, bro! I'm done. No. You want to see a good Hillary meme? Hold on. You want to see a good Hillary meme music video? Hold on. Hold on. Is this it? No, wait, this isn't it, is it? No, this is the Trump one. No, this is shit. This is shit. I don't want to watch this one. This shit sucks. Hold on. I'm going to find the good one.
What did Bill Clinton say to Monica Lewinsky? I told you to lick my erection, not wreck my election. What is Bill's definition of safe sex?
What are you talking about, Ginger Ale? What are you talking about?
Monica? Hillary.
What is Bill's definition of safe sex? Wait, hold on. What is Bill's definition of safe sex? When Hillary is out of town? That is not fucking funny. That is not fucking funny at all. You're making fun of adultery. That isn't fucking right. Women should be able to cheat, but not men. Shut up. Well, no, women shouldn't cheat either. I shouldn't say that. I had to fart. I'll be right back. I'm gonna loop that. I'll be right back.
People are always asking me, what's the best method of gun control? I say, no scoping some weak-ass noobs across the map. KD ratio. He hasn't even shared his gamer tag.
Day of the King.
I've got the dankest memes. Vape Nate, y'all. Emoji. No cat will be grumpy with a sound economy.
Oh, that was
People
awful.
are always asking me, what's the best?
That was a bad fart. Do not make fun of Hillary Clinton's. Don't make fun of the Clinton affair with Monica Lewinsky. That's so not funny. That's so shitty to do that. Hold on, we gotta find this one. Hillary Clinton commercial clip. We gotta find the proper one. This is the Hillary Clinton video. We're gonna watch this. This is gonna be so good. Where's the meme one?
People are always asking me, what's the best method of gun?
It's unavailable. It's private.
People are always asking me, what's the best method of gun control? I say, no.
Where is it? They privated it? That's so shitty. Whatever. Let's watch the proper video. Everyone be quiet. You touched the bot, I'm replaying it from the beginning. And if you abuse the bot, that just means you want to watch more Hillary. Dumbass. You're gonna learn You're gonna learn to stop abusing the bot. Fuck you, Ginger Ale, and fuck you,
I'm
Garage
getting ready
Lad.
for a lot of things.
And fuck you, some
A lot of
Cat.
things.
Let me not interrupt the women.
I'm getting ready for a lot of things. A lot of things.
It's spring, so we're starting to get the gardens ready, and my tomatoes are legendary here in my own neighborhood.
My daughter is about to start kindergarten next year, and so we're moving
Let's go, women.
just so she can belong to a better school.
Mi hermano y yo estamos empezando un primer negocio.
Spanish people. Business
After
starters.
5 years of raising my children, I am now going back to
Is that a
work.
white male? What's a baby?
Every day we're trying to get
Black
more,
people.
more ready and more prepared.
Baby boy, coming your way.
Right now I'm applying for jobs. It's a look
Minorities,
into what the
more
real world
minorities.
will look like after college.
I like that
I'm
women.
getting married this summer to someone I really care about.
Look, gay guy. Look,
I'm gonna
look,
be in the play.
look,
and
they
I'm
brought in white men, but they're gay. That's that's nice.
Look into what
They see. Look, before the white men start bitching, there's no white men in the in the Hillary commercial when she announces her campaign. Hey, bitch, there is white men, but they're gay.
the real
What? Are you gonna complain? Homophobe?
world will look like after college.
You got white men.
I'm getting married this summer to someone I really care about.
I'm gonna be in the play and I'm gonna be in a fish costume. From little tiny fishes.
I'm getting ready to retire soon. Retirement means reinventing yourself in many ways.
America's not
Well,
just
we've been
white
doing
men.
a lot of home renovations.
But most importantly, we really just want to teach our dog to quit eating the trash.
And so we have high hopes
You have some fat representation.
for
Just want to teach our dog to quit eating the trash.
and so we have high hopes for 2015 that that's going to happen.
Interracial couple. That's interesting.
I've started a new career recently. This is a fifth-generation company, which means a lot to me. This country was founded on...
Oh, all right. Well, let's watch it again. Oh, you want to watch it? Oh, Garage Lad. Oh, Garage Lad wants to watch this again.
No, fuck you. Lock Hillary up.
No, fuck
The cunt.
you, Garage
Lock up
Lad.
Hillary.
No, fuck
The cunt.
you.
Lock up Hillary.
No,
The
fuck
cunt.
you.
No,
No,
fuck
no, lock you up. I'm gonna lock
Hillary
you up.
The
This
cunt.
is harassment.
Lock up Hillary. The
This is
cunt.
harassment,
Lock up
Garage
Hillary.
Lad.
The cunt.
Do you want me
No,
to get the
fuck
big
you.
book out? Do you want me to get the big book out and show your page on the stream? Shut up. Do not say GG, Garage Lad. Charlie and no one in the live chat say GG. If you're a white male, you shut your fucking mouth.
I'm getting ready for a lot of things.
White men be
A lot
quiet.
of things.
Okay?
It's spring,
It's not
so
always
we're
about
starting
you.
to get the gardens ready.
Okay, it's not always about you. Hello, hello. This is a new world now, okay? It's not all about you now, okay? Shush. Okay? Listen, feminism, okay? Okay? Shh.
I'm getting ready for a lot of things.
Everyone try to find a ginger in this commercial. I want to see a ginger. You know, really, if she doesn't show a ginger in this commercial, that's going to be upsetting. I'm not going to lie. That will be upsetting to me if we don't see at least one ginger in the commercial. In fact, we'll watch this one, and then we will watch the very first Donald Trump campaign announcement commercial. Like the opposite of this one. And we'll see who's had any ginger people in it. And we might even see the differences. That'll be interesting. We'll watch the first Hillary campaign commercial. And we'll watch the first Trump campaign commercial. Winky Dink said, that's how Hillary... I'm not going to say Hillary. That's fucking rude. Hides her shady business. What do you mean hides her... What shady business? And her dilly-do affairs. You mean dildo? Dude, that's so embarrassingly immature. You're so cringy, dude. She does not... Like, don't talk about her that way. You're making up bullshit now. You're just embarrassing. Where's your QAnon forums? Don't you have a QAnon meetup to go to? Where's your tinfoil hat, dude? White people.
I'm getting ready for a lot of things. A lot of things.
It's spring, so we're starting to get the gardens ready, and my tomatoes are legendary here in my own neighborhood.
My daughter is about to start kindergarten next year, and so we're moving just so she can belong to a better school.
Mi hermano y yo estamos empezando un primer negocio.
After 5 years of raising my children, I am now going back to work.
After this video, I want to explain why, because people are like asking me, they're messaging me, why are white people the only people who can be racist? I'll explain after this, okay? Just please be quiet, and we can get through this, and then we can stop playing it over and over.
Every day we're trying to get more ready and more prepared.
Baby boy, coming your way.
Right now I'm applying for jobs. It's a look into what the real world will look like after college.
I'm getting married this summer to someone I really care about.
I'm gonna be in the play and I'm gonna be in a fish costume. From little tiny fishes.
I'm getting ready to retire soon. Retirement means reinventing yourself in many ways.
Well, we've been doing a lot of home renovations.
But most importantly, we really just want to teach our dog to quit eating the trash.
And so we have high hopes for 2015 that that's going to happen.
White male.
I've started a new career recently. This is a fifth-generation company, which means a lot to me. This country was founded on hard work, and it really feels good to be
was it bald guy?
Part of that.
I'm getting ready to do something too. I'm running for president. Americans have fought their way back from tough economic times, but the deck is still stacked in favor of those at the top. Everyday Americans need a champion, and I want to be that champion. So you can do more than just get by. You can get ahead and stay ahead, because when families are strong, America is strong. So I'm hitting the road to earn your vote, because it's your time, and I hope you'll join me on this journey.
What we could have had. What we could have had, man. What we could have had. You want to see the Trump commercial in comparison to that? I'll show you essentially the Trump commercial. This is the 2016 Trump commercial. So embarrassing. So embarrassing. That's basically the Trump commercial. I mean, it wasn't like literally the commercial, but like that's basically it was just memes. Memes got him elected. He didn't really have any actual like policies. It was just memes, and we're gonna build a wall and make Mexico pay for it. And did he ever do that? No, he didn't. And did he win again? He won again after 34 felonies. After being impeached successfully twice. White people were like, no, we want more shit. Well, not like, no, we want more shit, but like, you guys are just, it's so stupid. How are y'all? I just don't get it. I just don't get it, man. I just don't understand. White people, like, getting this guy elected. You guys want to see that again? You like that? I'll link it in the live chat if you want to watch it. Trump commercial here. Look, this is like, it wasn't actually an official commercial. It was an animation or some edit meme thing done by some guy named whatever, my dipshit or something. I don't fucking know. I don't care. But it's stupid. I linked it in the live chat. I put Trump commercial : link. You want to watch it on your own time. But anyway, I don't know, man. I don't know. A lot of people ask me, Michael, CopperCab, why do you say that white people are the only group? Like, why do you say that gingers can't be racist? Black people cannot be racist? Basically, I'm going to try to keep this short with you. It's 10:30 p.m. Basically, and I will be, and I have to work on an intro with Cameron tonight, late. We're both going to stay up pretty late to get this done. We're working with Final Cut, and we're editing a video, because I'm actually posting a new video tomorrow for the first time in 2 years, tomorrow at 12 p.m. CST. So keep a lookout for that. And share it. Spread it around. Help spread the word that I'm back. To making videos. Anyway, basically, you need systemic power to be racist. Like racism, like by definition in America, at least, you need systemic power. Like you need to have some sort of influence in the system. And there has to be prejudice, right? So, like if you know anything about critical race theory, drop a 111 if you do. CRT. Racism basically, it's not just personal bias, like it's bias backed by institutional power, like the police, the judicial system, the prison industrial system. Like it actually, there's power behind it. Like if you're a white person, you might be favored. Like when you're pulled over, you might not get in some serious shit because you're white. You know, you might not even get pulled over to begin with. There's videos where white people are pulling out guns and shit, and cops are like, oh, calm down, calm down. If you're a minority and you do that, what do you think is going to happen? What do you think the cop's going to do? White people, you know what I mean? You cannot deny that white privilege exists. So there is a systemic bias, an influence, a power. So, you know, white people in America have historically had the most access, essentially, to this institutional power, right? And that has allowed them and their prejudice to shape laws, education, housing, you know, redlining. If you know anything about redlining, if you ever heard the phrase, oh, they're from the other side of the train tracks. Well, that's an actual thing. It's based on an actual thing. Google, do your own research. You can't just lean on me to educate you all the time. Google redlining, not redhead, not redland, redlining, L-I-N-I-N-G. Google gentrification, things like that. But anyway, yeah, so you need to have systemic power, okay? So that's why, in my opinion, in America especially, white people can be racist, but I don't think black people or ginger people or Spanish people, you know, if you're a minority, then, like, you know, in America, like, really only white people can be, like, really racist. Because, you know, there's like that white dominance in political institutions like Congress, the presidency. Look at all the presidents in history. Have we ever had a female president? Nope. Hillary was almost one. Speaking of Hillary, we just played that video commercial. Nope. They got a white man in there. Not once, twice. They got Trump back in there. And who was the guy that they took away Trump's power from? Another white guy. Joe Biden, who was totally a goofball. I wasn't actually a fan, but, you know, whatever. You know, from the presidency to Congress to local governments even, white people have historically and, you know, presently in the modern day dominated political offices. White people have. So there is an influence. There is unconsciously, subconscious or not, or whatever, there is bias, right? This is, you know, this is kind of allowed racial biases to form. Like this is allowed racial bias, you know, in these kinds of in these institutions, political institutions, and you know, it shapes laws and politics and all that, policies, and this can be seen as a form of systemic racism. You understand? So, yeah, obviously, then you want to talk about the media and all that. I mean, look at who runs the media. It's mostly white people, you know, and with that you get like cultural narratives and stuff. You know, white people have historically controlled most major media outlets. Look at Fox News. You know, look at that. Look at companies like Fox. You know what I mean? You know, so this has allowed them to kind of control how racial groups are viewed or portrayed. You can reinforce harmful stereotypes that way. You can normalize white perspectives as the default. Like the white people are the default, and then everyone else are minorities and they're different. Nah. So you can use the media. So it's you know, white people, they are not dominant, but they're like, that's, you know what I mean? So that's just what it is. So I'm just trying to explain to you guys, you know, the foundations of this country. So like it was founded by white colonists, you know, America as we know it. So it's like, and they enslaved Africans, you know, committed genocide against indigenous people. Racism was kind of embedded into the country's very foundation. You know what I mean? Hillary didn't mention that in her little commercial, but, or not, I shouldn't say little commercial, but in her commercial, but, you know, America was founded by that kind of shit, or not founded by that kind of shit, but it was, you know, racism was embedded into the country's foundation. And, you know, so those structures were designed, if you will, to privilege white people. So you can, so you just have to think about these things, okay? And there's going to be a lot of white people in the live chat being bitter, people like Dr. Bob and people like that. And I don't even think Dr. Bob's white, is he? I don't think he's white. I think he's a different ethnicity. But anyway, that's his business. But yeah, so, you know, yeah, white people are generally racist. Everyone else, not so much. But, yeah. Anyway, it's been an hour. We're coming up on 2 hours exactly. I mean, you know, there can be racism in other countries. You're seeing some stuff with South Africa with white people, the Boers or whatever. They're talking about killing white people or something over there. Drop a woman one if you know what I'm talking about. Like but see, that's not America. And so you might not be the people who have the power. Like, say there's a country that's predominantly black, and all their politicians are like not white, right? And they're all black, and it was all reversed. The roles were reversed. Then I would say, then these people could be racist towards white people if white people are the minority, and black people in South Africa are the majority, and they're all in politics, and they have all the influence on, you know, policies and all that. Then, you know, then you have systemic power and influence. And if white people don't have that kind of influence and there's no equality there, then yes, in that instance, you could say that white people are being discriminated against. People are being racist towards them for their skin color, for being white. You could say that. or lack of skin color, whatever, melanin. But that's a different that is a different instance. I mean, there's a video here that's pretty awful. These people are talking about, and again, I'm not a big fan. I have my critiques of white people, but like I don't condone violence. I don't condone dehumanizing people. You know, even white people. Even if they're, you know, even if white people make me cringe sometimes. Well, you don't make me cringe. It's just whatever. But look at this video here. Listen to what these guys are saying. And I'm not a fan. I don't like this narrative. It's not very helpful. It's not productive. But listen to this.
The problem that South Africans have right now is that we don't understand white people. White people are inferior species to us. We are Homo sapiens. They've got Neanderthal blood in them. This is the science. And this is not science that was done by black people. It was done by them. You understand? Abu Clive W. Lewis, they were eugenicists. They studied this and they realized that they're inferior to blacks. The white population is shrinking and shrinking and shrinking and shrinking. For us, it makes no sense to descend into the savagery that they have. Whatever land that they're holding on to, either way, their numbers are dwindling. Whatever leadership that they had is dying out as well. And you know about wealth disappearing after the third generation that is passed down to, you know. So they're on the last generation. We're dealing with the weakest whites that the world has ever seen. So we expect to have Ubuntu, humanity. Unfortunately, by the strictest definition of what a human being is, white people are just below human beings. You are negotiating with an animal, a wild dog that you're trying to train to be tamed, to be upopi, who guards your house. You can never do that. So we're expecting Ubuntu from them. We're like, you stole our land, you butchered our people and everything else, and we just want justice. We're not out for your blood. We're not chopping off your heads. We're not doing anything. Why don't you guys understand that? Why don't you guys have Ubuntu? Why don't you guys have a heart? They don't, because they're incapable of that. You cannot expect the same behavior of a human being that you're expecting of a dog.
So that's pretty disgusting. And like I said, I've got my critiques of white people. That's disgusting behavior. I don't like that guy. I don't like that. Whatever that shit is, it's disgusting. Ew. Fucking gross. That's disgusting. Fuck that shit. White people are humans too. That guy's fucking insane. I don't know what that guy's on about. Well, I'm not going to say that guy's fucking insane, but that opinion is fucking insane. I don't approve or agree with that opinion. But I obviously, though, I still have my critiques of whites. And I think that white people have done a lot of terrible things, but you know, but it's not right. That would be discrimination, you know. So anyway, I just wanted to show you guys there are instances where people are white people are being racist towards white people. I would say South Africa is an example. I do think it's very humorous that all the Trump supporters are suddenly welcoming the South African Boers, the white people coming from South Africa, and they're saying, "Oh, these people are American now. We're gonna welcome them into the country." If that was a group of black people or Spanish people or native or Pakistani people or Middle Eastern, you guys would be raising a fit. But because they're white people, you're fine accepting all the new immigrants from South Africa because they're white. You're fucking racist. You're fucking racist. And that's why I say it. There's systemic racism. The system is rewarding white people, even if they're not from this country. South African white people are coming over now in droves, trying to flee from South Africa from being, hurt and having their homes destroyed, which is a sad thing. But you guys are okay. If it was anyone else, regardless of the situation, how sad their story is, they have to go through legally. We can't just take on every immigrant. Oh, but suddenly when it's white people, you guys are so cool with it. You guys are like, oh, come on. These guys, these are immigrants. These are real immigrants. No, they're just white immigrants. South African refugees. Oh, it's okay. It's okay now. It's okay now. It's okay now, guys. They're because they're white.
And the South African.
Look at this. One day ago. Look at this. One day ago. I want y'all to listen to me. One day ago. Trump administration, ABC News. Trump administration faces criticism for prioritizing white South African refugees.
American government and refugee advocates are rebuking the Trump administration for welcoming 59 white South Africans as refugees. The president told reporters Monday he admitted the refugees because of the, quote, genocide that's taking place. South Africa recently passed a new expropriation act which aims to address historical land injustices established during apartheid. Now, South Africa's government strongly disputes Trump's characterization, saying there is no persecution of white Afrikaners in this country. Let's bring in Professor Ruth Hall from the University of Western Cape in South Africa for more on this. Professor Hall, thanks for joining us. Can you
So, you know, Trump's like welcoming all these guys in. There's videos of him welcoming them. Where's the video at? Do they not show it?
You know,
There's some of them right there, I'm guessing.
in many senses, you know, what is happening here is an existing privileged group within South Africa is claiming a need for asylum status in the U.S. It's become the laugh.
So they're becoming asylum seekers, these white people. So it's like, oh, see, white people, you know, white people can come on over, but anybody else, you know, the Republicans will be so upset.
Now this week, a group of 59 denies this.
They're not bitching because these are white folks.
I've deleted the comment, but I was actually thinking I should have put.
You know what I mean? These are white asylum seekers, so people aren't upset. If they were black or Spanish, there'd be an issue. Guys, you know what I mean? Like, it's right in your face, folks. It's like, it's right in your face. You're not going to piss on me and tell me it's raining, okay? People are not upset. Republicans are not pitching a fit. They're not bitching because these are white. These are white refugees. If they were black refugees, Republicans and MAGA would be like, no, we can't do that. We can't take in everyone. It's not our job to fucking save the whole world, America, you know, world police, blah, blah, blah. We got to worry about our own. We got homeless people on the streets in America. We got to worry about them. You know, that, see, but if it's white, you know, y'all, I don't need to keep repeating myself. You know, because the refugees are white, then people are like, whatever. That's what I'm saying. There's hypocrisy. You guys are hypocrites, bro. This is racism. It's racism, bro. It's racism. White people have an entire town only for white people in South Africa. It's a white city. Orania.
There is no secure access to enter this rural South African town, similar to so many others. But very quickly, the uniqueness of Orania is obvious. Here, everyone is white. Nestled in the Karoo, It's
an all-white community. It's an all-white community. I'm going to go on ChatGPT real quick. What is Orania and how has the population growth been going over the last decade? Ready? Ready for this? What is Orania? I already know what it is, but I want to show y'all. Orania, here we are. Look at the city being built. Orania is a privately owned town in South Africa's Northern Cape province, established in 1991 only. It was just a bunch of fields by Afrikaners. These are white people aiming to preserve their cultural heritage and promote self-reliance. Situated along the Orange River, it's basically like a whites only, like, and it actually is whites only. It's like a white colony. I don't know how to define it, but it's situated along the Orange River in the semi-arid Karoo region. Orania operates under a unique governance model with ownership vested in a share block company called whatever the fuck that is. The town emphasizes self-reliance, ensuring that all jobs from manual labor to professional roles are performed by residents. While Orania is often labeled a whites-only enclave, that's the word I was trying to think of. Its residents assert that their focus is on cultural preservation rather than racial, whatever. They can say that. Yeah, they only allow white people, basically. Okay? Good luck being a black guy and trying to get a house there. Population growth over the last decade. Orania has experienced significant population, again, whites only, significant population growth over the past decade. In 2011, the record, they had 892 residents in 2011, okay? 14 years ago. 2025, recent reports indicate the population has surpassed 3,000. In 14 years, their population has more than tripled. From 892 in 2011, official census, to reports recently in 2025 surpassing 3,000. They basically tripled their population, and they'll have kids and all that too. So, see, like, this is, I mean, and I'm not really. Can I just say, on a certain level, purely by like on a design standpoint, okay? I'm not like promoting white people having their own city. Let me make that very clear. This is pretty cool. I'm not saying it's cool because it's whites only. I'm saying it's interesting that this. I'm saying it's interesting and cool from the standpoint of someone. Remember, context, what I'm saying here. As somebody who essentially wants to do my own gingers only city, enclave, and grow a country out of it eventually, Redland, which I'm kind of thinking about doing a different name, but I've used Redland for a while, so we'll just use that for right now. From that standpoint, I'm looking at it almost like, could this be a blueprint for Redland? A blueprint for Redland. Could I look at what they're doing here and be like, maybe I can do this with Redland, buy up a significant amount of land and build it up like they've been doing with Orania. You understand? They're able to legally keep people out that they don't want. It's meant to be for only Afrikaners, okay, these white people. It would be amazing if I could have something where I could legally, not discriminate, but legally reserve the right to turn away people I don't want moving into this region. Even if I'm not like the ruler of the country, like they don't. I assume they don't rule South Africa, right? Obviously, but they're able to have their own region, their land where only they get to live, and buy homes there. And you know, they get to live there, not like live as in be alive. Like everyone's allowed to be alive, right? Or I would hope anyway. You know, I don't know why I'm explaining this. You know what I mean? Like live as in move in to the city, buy a house. Is what I'm trying to say. I want to have a bunch of land where only ginger people can buy houses and build homes. Only ginger people can shop in the stores using money that we create, almost like an in-city kind of crypto, like not crypto, like coupons basically. Not money. We're not going to make our own money, but we can use like a coupon system where you take your money, you buy coupons that we make with your money. Those coupons act like Redland currency, and you use those coupons to buy and sell goods and trade goods and stuff. So, and that way, and by the way, doing that will prevent people from coming in and robbing you. You know, what are they going to do with Redland coupons? They can't use that coupon anywhere else other than Redland. So why would someone rob you, like outside of the city? You won't have any American cash on you. You'll keep Redland currency that you use, you buy, like you trade it in, like an exchange. And that way it'll be like no one's going to no one's going to rob your house for cash. It'll be fucking Redland, and then we're going to be able to be like, okay, you clearly stole that from such and such. Also, you're not a redhead. Get the fuck out of here, you thief. And then yada yada yada. So anyway, I think there's a way, and I'm pretty sure that's how they I watched a documentary on Orania, and they talk about it. Their currency system, using coupons. So it's legally allowed. They can do that. So I do think it's cool on a certain level what they're doing with Orania. That being said, I don't think it's cool that they're making it like whites only. But as someone who wants to have a gingers only nation one day, a city, whatever, a preserve, you know, like Amish have Amish country. I want to have ginger country, essentially. Celtic country, ginger country. You know, Redland. I think that on a certain level it's kind of interesting, you know. But yeah, so they've gone from, 892 residents to 3,000. That's pretty cool. That they're growing, but it's not in a way, but it's also kind of cool. Like, you're able to just build a city. As someone who wants to make my own nation one day. But it's just, you know, I'm not conflicted, but it's just like, ugh, whites only, ugh. That's like gross, you know. It seems very racist, but anyway, there's a whole history there with the Afrikaners, so whatever. Anyway, this steady growth, averaging 10% to 15% annually, has made Orania one of the fastest growing towns in South Africa. The town council has set ambitious plans to expand the population to 10,000 in the near future. It's so crazy. Orania's growth is attributed to its emphasis on self-sufficiency, low crime rates, and fucking waiting for all the racists in the live chat. Oh, really? An all-white city has low crime rates? You don't say. Like, I'm waiting for those comments. And a strong sense of community among residents. The town has invested in infrastructure to support this growth, including renewable energy projects and sustainable development initiatives. For more information, you can visit the official Orania website. So, yeah. Here's Orania. Look at all the white women. Welcome to Orania. White people. It's all whites. There's their flag.
Well, thank you everyone for coming tonight. We appreciate the large turnout. We actually were not anticipating this much interest in this event, and we're pleased that we were able to offer this opportunity to so many people who were interested. So we went something that's very interesting.
Thinking we mean the government is collapsing. So if in America you would say that the purpose of the government is to protect life, liberty, and property, the South African government isn't doing any of those things. And that's the basic functions of a government. Firstly, to keep your people safe, to protect what people have, and to ensure that people are free or have at least some degree of freedom. But exactly the opposite is happening in South Africa. And so it's...
There's a fucking... You can see Trump back there in gold on the wall, by the way. Donald Trump. So, you know. Anyway. You were born to be Wings replacement on Lolcow Live. No, I wasn't born to be Wings replacement on Lolcow Live. What do you fucking mean? They tried to get me to host. They tried to get me to be a Lolcow Live co-host, but I told them. Well, I didn't tell them anything. I just didn't reply. It's just not, you know. I don't know, man. I'm just not. I'm focused on. I'm not a Lolcow. First of all. Second of all. I'm focused on doing my own thing, and I have greater goals than y'all could possibly imagine, to be frank. And it starts with me getting back into making videos. So, yeah. Stay tuned. Tomorrow, no, I'm not going to say stay tuned. I'm not fucking Papa John. Tomorrow I will be posting a new video. And it'll be interesting. I need to get... Speaking of that, I actually need to get off of here now. Yeah. So I hope you all have a great night. I will be around. I'm going to hop over to the Discord if you guys want to come hang out. Come pop over in the voice chat. I'll be working and stuff and getting some stuff together and writing some things down for tomorrow's video, for tomorrow's filming. But I'll just probably be lurking around. Probably won't be very talkative because I've been talking for 2.5 hours. And my voice is, you might be able to tell, it's starting to get a little bit hoarse. But happens when you've been yelling for hours, you know, on end. But or for 2 hours straight. I'm gonna get off of here. I haven't been yelling. I've just been talking. Yeah, tomorrow, new video. If you're on Twitter or X, maybe you're one of those dumbasses who got on X after Elon got it. I actually posted a tweet. I would love it if you guys went and liked it and retweeted it. I never ask you guys to do anything like that. Go and retweet that and like that and follow me on Twitter if you want to. I'm going to be a lot more active in posting relevant stuff because I'm going to be talking about current topics and I will be addressing ginger. Anytime there's a ginger thing, I'm not going to not talk about it. I'm going to hop on. No, I'm not going to hop on the trend. That sounds cringy. I mean, like, I'm going to address redhead stuff. Like Hollywood replacing redheads with other groups of people to play redheaded characters. I'll talk about it. Gingers, you know, black people calling ginger people black. Tomorrow, I'm talking about that. You know, things like that. I'm going to talk about ginger topics pretty much every other week. I'll have a video maybe about something to do with ginger people. That is, you know, the brand, youtube.com/ginger. That's what I am known for. That's what I do. I help ginger people. You know, I think it's, pardon the pun, important to sometimes get back to your roots. You know, like roots, like your hair root, your follicles. You know, the red roots. And I have goals that are, you know, big. I have ambitions that are big. I do want to have a red land one day. And I see that not the only way, but one way I could do that realistically is to start posting videos again. Getting my relevancy back up, you know, doing things like that, taking one step at a time to do that and kind of bring life back to my channel. And with that,